Hey guys, Sarah here. So I was not expecting this at all. Today is August 6th, I believe, and this clutch was actually not due until between August 10th and 15th, so they're cutting a little bit early. This was between a Halo Snow, possibly het for Caramel Motley, and a Ultramel from Halo Lines that is known to be het for Caramel Motley and is possibly het for Anery. And I can see here a little amel looking nose. I'm not really sure what all we got. Most of the babies have cut on their own, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of the eggs for you guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start here. I hope that you guys can see this okay. So what I have is a razor blade, a little tiny one, and then I have a pair of tweezers that are like rounded on the end. So I normally actually start out, this is the first time I'm doing this like in my light box, so I usually make one long cut like this, and then I usually rotate so that I can cut it a little bit off to the side. See if I can get that going. And you can kind of see the baby in there. And I actually like to cut off a little bit of the shell completely. That way there's an actual hole so that there's no way that baby is going to be able to not get out of the egg. So let's see, we're gonna, sorry that my phone's going off. I'm definitely not going to be redoing it though, so you guys are just going to have to deal with the notification. Normally if there's a notification I'll like re-record that part, but I can't exactly do that with this. So alright, there's that egg, and just barely lifting this flap up here. Okay, and I'm just gonna cut off a little piece of the shell there. There's another amel. There's a lot of amels in here. I actually bred this female a while ago to a male that was het for amel, and I only got ultramels. So I was not sure if she was going to be an Ultramel or an Ultra. So now we know for sure she is definitely an Ultramel. She came from an Ultramel Lavender to a Gold Dust Motley. So there was a chance of her being an Ultra. But she looked like an Ultramel based on the other babies in her clutch. So I'm glad that we were right about that. Alright, there's another amel. I'm not going to mess with the babies too much. I will, some of these other ones probably I'll cut off a little bit so that I know that they can breathe. But yeah, so this is I think the last one that needs to be cut. Hi there, little guy, I see you poking your head out there. Alright, and you don't want to nick the blood vessels. You can see the blood vessels there sticking to the top of the egg. You really don't want to nick those. You really kind of want to try to avoid that. It's not going to be the end of the world if you do nick them, but you really want to try not to. There we go. Didn't nick it. Good. So yeah, there's everybody's cut. I'm not going to mess with checking to see what morph everybody is right now. That's not why we cut eggs. Sorry about the lighting there. We cut eggs so that we know the babies can get out, and it looks like the rest of the babies will be able to get out with the size of holes that they have, so I'm not worried about it. However, I do see one baby right here that might be an anery, and if that's the case, then we might have proven Mom to be het anery. I can't really tell, but I'll come back as the clutch is coming out and give you guys updates on that. And with this one poking its head out right there, I can't tell if that's an amel or a butter. But if it's a butter, that means we would have proven Dad to be het caramel, which would be great. So yeah, we will come back to these once a few more of them are out and let you guys see what's going on. Okay, it's a little bit later in the day, and as you can see, we've got some babies coming out here. Oh, and they're angry. Oh my goodness, look how angry. Hi. Oh my gosh. They are like, oh, do not fall, baby. You do not want to fall. There's a garbage can under there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Gonna have to put these guys in enclosures soon, but this, sorry, my phone is going off. This one here is obviously a butter. And I realized earlier this year I had already proven the dad out to be het caramel, so that's not a surprise. This one here I think is an Amel, but might be a weird Ultramel. I'm not sure. This one back here is definitely an Ultramel. Here's an Amel coming out there. These are just some very, like, bright babies. Like, I am so surprised at how brightly colored these babies are. I'm really surprised. I mean, this kid looks like he's neon freaking red. Like, neon. Like, look how red that is. And I mean, just like, look at the color on these babies. Like, I am blown away by the brightness on these animals. Like, I am blown away. Yeah, I don't know what all we have in here yet. The one that I thought was an anery had its head out earlier. It might have been this one or this one. I can't remember which one. No, it was this one here. It had its head out earlier, and I think it's actually a gold dust, and it's not an anery type. Come back in here. So, yeah, I don't think that Mom is het anery based on the colors that I see, but not quite sure yet. So there's an update so far. As I already know that Dad is het for caramel and Motley, so maybe we'll get some Motleys in this clutch. I guess we'll see. Okay, I'm back briefly. The dark one that I thought might be an anery type actually ended up being this nice Gold Dust Motley. I haven't gotten a Gold Dust Motley out of this line for a while. I got a couple of Gold Dusts in the last clutch, but not a Gold Dust Motley. And of course, we now know, of course, that the father is het for both caramel and Motley. And I think that he might be the one that's carrying some sort of like banded kind of look to him, because there were two butter Motleys in the last clutch that had a weird banded look. And this one, it's not quite banded, but it's definitely a very interesting side pattern on this Motley. When I first saw it, I didn't think it was going to be a Motley. I thought it was going to be a normal. You can see a little bit of the umbilical cord is still not absorbed in there yet, but it seemed to, I mean, this one just came out anyway, so yeah, there's our Gold Dust Motley. There's obviously still a few more in here. This one looks like it might be a butter. This one looks like an Amel. And the other two are either an Amel or an Ultramel. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that one in an enclosure just like I have with the rest of them. And then we'll come back probably tomorrow. This has all been one day, by the way. So yeah, I'll come back probably tomorrow, and hopefully the other babies will be out. Okay, it is the next day now, and it looks like two more of them are sort of trying to come out. This Amel has come out all the way. And oh, I just scared it back in. That's a little butter there. And two of the ones whose eggs we cut, this one and, oh, move out of the way then. This one over here. They are not ready to come out yet, so we're just going to leave them alone. I'm going to go ahead and put the Amel in its own enclosure and get that headed in the right direction. It might be another day or so before we actually get all of them out. I'm sorry that my lighting is going crazy. I'm going to have to replace the lighting in my light box apparently, but yeah, so that's where we are. We have a butter here, and then obviously our very angry little Amel here. Very angry. Very beautiful, but very angry. Okay, we'll come back when the rest of them are out. Okay, so the last three have pretty much all come out here. They're not like all 100% out of the egg, but we can at least see what they all are. The last three, as you can tell, are a butter and two Amels. Looks like we only hit one Motley in this clutch, and that was the Gold Dust Motley, but that's okay. I really like this clutch. All these babies are so brightly colored. I'm actually really surprised because neither of the parents were actually that brightly colored, so I'm really excited about how just like colorful and beautiful this clutch is. So yeah, that's going to be all there is for this clutch, and I will update you guys on the other clutches as they come out as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.